Well, hello again. Thanks for clicking on through to the deeper dive. So we're going to break down the Outer Banks Statistical report for January a little bit deeper. Hopefully you've had a chance to just kind of peruse through this as far as residential inventory down a little bit. January count total for single family improved properties, which includes condos, is 508. And then land is up a little bit at 39 month over month, year over year. And that's the total count for 2024 was actually down a little bit. So the days on market, obviously land is a little longer, but we're going to break that in here in just a minute. So I'm going to switch screens and I'm going to go first to single family, what we call detached homes by town and or village, so you can kind of see the numbers. So you heard me in the previous video, the short version, that it was showing an average days about 54ish. And so you will see here the average days is really 96. Now this is the beach. Again, I want to just clarify where I'm looking. Corolla, just off the pavement, south, all the way to Hatteras Village, and also Roanoke Island, which is Mans Harbor, Wanchese, and Mans Harbor and Wanchese. Let me get that straight. So this is the breakdown. Right now, there's a total of 322 single-family homes for sale. The average price point is pretty good, $1,235,000, and median price, which you've heard me talk about this before. The median price is really subject to what was the most recent sales have been in a particular price range, and it may fluctuate considerably on the median price in our market, especially because, like yesterday, we just had a $6 million oceanfront Southern Shores home close. That's going to change that dynamic of median price point unless we get a whole bunch of lower price point sell in the interim. So the four-wheel drive area, which is just off the road up there, you will see that there's 15 listings. Corolla overall, 42 on the ocean side, 22 on the west side of the road, and those averages prices. But pay attention here to just a little bit to this far right column on the days on market, because that's what's happening. And you will see once we scroll down here a little bit, we're going to get to Hatteras Island and look at the Sound side and Salvo. There's only 3 listings, but the numbers jump up considerably for the time on market. And you will see that that's the case even in Frisco, even on the ocean side, 152 days. So I referenced in the short video that I think we're going to see that 120 to 180 day selling market, which is really historically the norm. Now, for a second home investment market in a resort destination like the Outer Banks. So I kind of, like I mentioned briefly, I'm in my 26th year of real estate here. Most of that was spent on Hatteras Island, but the last 6 years have been between the two, and the upper beaches, I should say, in Hatteras Island. So right now you see primarily that's 96 days, median price $875, average price $1,200,360. So we're in a really good position. We haven't seen this number escalate tremendously. Everybody, and we thought it too with the rising interest rates, but there's still been a lot of cash coming to our market. So if you're thinking about buying, there's more opportunities as this number grows in listing inventory for single family anyway. And then if you're a cash buyer, there's some great opportunities for the vacation rental, especially. I just went and previewed a home in Nags Head this morning. It's got 234,000 on the books this year. It's oceanfront, obviously. So that works out. We always used to say if you can get a 10% gross rental income to purchase price, you're doing pretty good. But that works out to be about a 5% cap rate after expenses. Count on 40, 50% off the top of that thrown out for overhead and expenses. That's property management, your taxes. Insurance is a big factor here. If you haven't owned property on the Outer Banks before, our insurance cost for wind is high. And so that does, affect your bottom line when it comes to building out an investment analysis. If you're thinking about making a purchase, if you already own here, you already know it. We just fought back another 40% increase, but we think that'll be settled somewhere before now in the fall with the insurance commissioner in North Carolina. But we'll keep you abreast of that as that goes along. I'm going to shoot back just a minute here, and I'm going to add to this type condos, just so you can see where these numbers start to grow. So now we go to 377. If I say town, It's not going to let me do it that way. Let me just back up here. So you go to 381. So as I start adding other types of homes in, you see these numbers start to grow. And so the co-ownership is a very unique situation here. So I would really say chat with your agent specifically about that if you're going, because they look like really low price points, 50 to 75,000, sometimes 100. But that's just you're buying a fractional ownership and use of that property. So right now with single family condos and townhomes and duplex or more, there's 381 homes for sale, again, from Corolla to Hatteras Village. So just keep that in mind as we're looking at these numbers. And I'm going to go back and do another quick search. I'm just going to put residential. I won't go into bigger acreage. And we're going to say active. So you see right there, there's 263. I need to look at just Corolla, which would be all of Corolla. That would be duck, all of duck. And I just wanted you to see this as a deeper dive, how we look at it to stay just on the beaches, because that's our primary focus as agents and with a Colony Realty sales team, is just to get you be experts in knowledge and information on the beach. So Kill Level Hills is going to be all, but it's also, we have to go, because our system does it a little different, we have to include Collington. So there's 79 lots for sale there. Nags Head, we can do all, and that you will see is 88. So if you're thinking about properties, depending on your village or town, this is going to kind of give you an indication. And then Manio is a little different when it comes to reporting. I have to do them both. Oops. And I know this is getting a little long, but I just wanted you to kind of understand when I break out the numbers for you in the market reports: residential improved, single family, then condos and townhouses, which we don't have a lot of them, and then lots, which kind of skews the numbers sometimes when you do a general algorithm-based report, if you want to see what's going on here. And then Hatteras, we're going to say all. And we're going to show you the same report I just showed you with the other, nope, not that one. So now you'll see that by village or town, and the villages are Nags Head, Kill Level Hills, Kitty Hawk, Duck. Those are the towns, Manio. The villages are South, which is Rodanthe, Waves, and Salvo, Avon, Buxton, Frisco, and Hatteras Village. So right now we have 157. The average price is 258, and the median price is 175. The average days on market is 224, and you kind of see the breakdown of where those at. So if a lot in Avon's been sitting there, there's only two, but they've been sitting there on average, 362 days. There may be opportunity if you're looking to build a home for 2025. Probably not going to make it for 2024. We need at least 6 months to build out a house for most of the builders. But you'll see some of these. Buxton, there's 378. So overall, some of these have been sitting for a little while. And some of that has to do with the fact that our building costs had gone up exponentially during the unicorn years, and because of cost and supply factors, but also labor. And, so right now, if you were building a nice higher end home, you're looking at $300 a square foot. But if you want a complete package with a reasonable, and this is just numbers we hear on the street, is you're probably going to be somewhere between $275 and $350, depending on the fit and finish of the interior of the home. Because windows, doors, but then you're getting hardwood floors, you're getting tile throughout, you get marble countertops everywhere, you're doing walk-in showers and no stalls. Those type of things change that drastically. And if you're doing a complete package, what kind of septic system that particular lot requires to satisfy Dare County. So that's another situation that we will address probably in next month's thing. It's just our septic rules have changed for 2024. And if you're looking at lots, make sure you talk to our agents about making sure there's no designated repair areas if it was already permitted for a septic prior to your purchase. But we make sure you speak with your agent about that. And even if you've purchased recently, it doesn't even matter recently, but if you own a home that had a engineered repair area, and I'm going off topic here for septic, we might want to reach out to the agent, discuss what you're going to be required to do by the new state rules if your primary system fails and you have a designated area for septic with an engineered system. So anyway, give us a shout or shoot us an email. You're always welcome to reach out to me. I'm not going to go into commercial because I'm already ate up 10, 11 minutes of your time. But if you have specific questions about a town or village or specific property, reach out to the agent that sent this to you. And or you can always welcome to reach out to me, John at colonyrealtycorp.com, John at colonyrealtycorp.com, and my cell phone is 252-592-4OBX, 252-592-4629 or 4OBX. All right, until we speak again, I hope you have a great day. Take care.